And hello again, everyone. I'm Chris Lincoln, and welcome to Oklahoma Sports Scene here at the Weezy United Center in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Let's take a look at this week's show lineup. We'll begin with a Tuesday morning press conference at the University of Oklahoma. Longtime athletic director Joe Castiglione announcing his long-term retirement plans. We'll hear from Joe C. on the show. Tulsa World's Oklahoma State football writer Eric Bailey is back from last week's Big 12 football media days, has a full report for us. And Oklahoma State's head football coach Mike Gundy has lots of questions but few answers about his 2025 football team. We'll hear from Mike Gundy, the coach from Big 12 media days as well. And the ultimate, Jim Traber, Sports Animal Radio's outspoken host, gives us his take on the upcoming college football season, some of the hot topics, portal, NIL. And joining us here on the set from our Tuxley AA baseball team, the Tulsa Drillers, their Vice President of Media and PR, Brian Carroll, previews some big-time promotions coming up at Welling Field for the next few weeks. But we'll start with the biggest sports story in the state last week, the retirement announcement of OU's longtime athletic director, Joe Castiglione, in his own words.
I stand here today in my 28th year, serving this great university, feeling both humbled and honored, sort of like that spring afternoon in 1998 when I was standing on the steps of Evans Hall being introduced as the 11th Director of Athletics in Oklahoma's history. You can only imagine the rush of emotions that might be going through. So usually I'm more of an extemporaneous type speaker, but there are a lot of emotions today. And I want to make sure we stay on point. And I'm going to use some prepared remarks, so indulge me because just seeing you all even evokes emotions. We're in an emotional business, and I've never, ever shied away from sharing my passion or showing it. So why are we here? In the past couple of months, I've moved from a fleeting thought to some deep life reflections. We all do that from time to time, thinking about my career, my life journey, my family, my faith. I guess you could say life itself. In 1979, just before I was graduating from the University of Maryland, I was offered a full-time job at Rice University. Obviously excited, I accepted the full-time role. It was the first step in my life where I was going to bet on myself and show that you could take something that no one has ever heard about. Back then, now was a different story, but sports marketing at the collegiate level. No one was doing that. And I took that full-time job, and I have been working full-time ever since. No breaks, no time, just being part of a journey that is really not work. It's a privilege to do what I do.
Since Joe Castiglione arrived at OU in 1998, Sooner teams won 26 national championships, had 71 individual national champions, and 117 conference championships. The budget now is over $200 million, a $2.6 billion profit. Nobody's ever done it better. Come right back with our hot topics from the Oklahoma State Thunder's big paydays.
Indoor football is back, Tulsa, and season tickets are going quick. Don't miss Saturday night entertainment starting as low as $9 a month. The Tulsa Oilers indoor football team kicks off again in March, Saturday nights, 7 p.m. The OK Center. Season tickets are on sale now. Go to TulsaOilersFootball.com. That's TulsaOilersFootball.com. Get your season tickets now. Don't miss your chance to experience the fast-paced, helmet-hitting, pad-popping excitement of professional indoor football. TulsaOilersFootball.com.
Our story. It lives in Tulsa, where the spirit of the past lives alongside us and urges us on toward a vibrant future. Because our story is still being written. It's the story of Tulsa, told by the journalists who live it and love it. Whether it's covering our rich history, bringing you the hidden gems of the food scene, or following the action in local sports. And here, in the Tulsa world, is where it comes to life.
The We Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town, is the only place you can skate like the pros. With 2 rinks, there's always time to strap on the blades and hit the ice. The We Street Ice Center at 43rd and Yale is your family fun destination. Try out the game simulator rooms or hit the arcade. When you get hungry, grab a bite at Puck's Sports Bar and Grill with delicious food, great drink specials, and more. It's Midtown Tulsa's coolest entertainment center. We Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town. Come get your skate on.
Pitch, Casey lines it down the left field line. Drillers win!
Baseball, fireworks, food, and family, it's all in Tulsa at One Oak Field. Score your Drillers season membership today with plans and prices fit for every fan. Whether you want to catch every game or select nights, we know you will have a great time at the ballpark. We're proud to offer a variety of membership options, so don't wait. Contact a Drillers rep who will personally help you find the right plan for you. It's all in Drillville for 2025.
We're back on Sportscene. Time now for the Tulsa World Hot Topics. NBA World Champion Oklahoma City Thunder have locked up its future, signing its 3 superstars for contracts totaling up to $822 million. League and Finals MVP Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, SGA, got the 4-year max, $285 million, followed by 5-year deals for Jalen Williams at $287 million, and the 7'1" center Chet Holmgren got a 5-year contract, $250 million. FC Tulsa soccer team, enjoying its best season in team history, fought back for a 4-3 victory over Las Vegas Lights FC Saturday night at One Oak Field, put within 1 point in first place in the Western Conference. Giving up 2 early goals, FC came back to tie the match at 3-3 in the 76th minute as forward Taylor Calhera had his 5th goal of the season. Then they won the game on an own goal that Las Vegas put in their own net. Tulsa's pro soccer team now goes on the road after it wins these matches. They have matches on Saturday in Louisville and the week after that in Indianapolis. After an open date last week, Tulsa Indoor Professional Football League team, the Oilers, were back in action last Saturday night, July 12th, hosting the Massachusetts Pirates at BOK Center. It's called the most important game in team history, helping determine the final playoff spots. New Tulsa quarterback Sam Castanova passed for 2 touchdowns, ran for 1, 10-yard scoring pass to Juju Augustine, gave Tulsa a 35-28 lead. In overtime, they held on to win by that score. Secured the win by knocking down a late pass of the Pirates, trying for a Hail Mary at the end of the game. Now 8-6, Oilers are in sole possession of the final playoff spot. 2 games left, including this Saturday night. They'll host Jacksonville, their final home game of the regular season, against Jacksonville, 7-5 at the BOK Center. Oilers beat Massachusetts 35-28, heading to the playoffs. We'll come right back with Eric Bailey from Tulsa World and talk about Big 12 Media Days. He just came back from Texas.
The We Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town, is the only place you can skate like the pros. With 2 rinks, there's always time to strap on the blades and hit the ice. The We Street Ice Center at 43rd and Yale is your family fun destination. Try out the game simulator rooms or hit the arcade. When you get hungry, grab a bite at Puck's Sports Bar and Grill with delicious food, great drink specials, and more. It's Midtown Tulsa's coolest entertainment center. We Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town. Come get your skate on.
Founded in 1960, Ed Bashira's Formal Wear and Fine Clothing has been dressing gentlemen for over half a century. We are family-owned and operated, offering premium brand tuxedos and accessories at our Tulsa store on South Harvard. Bashira's also does made-to-measure suits, sports coats, dress shirts, and slacks, and a top line of sportswear. We do tailoring on-site to assure the perfect fit, so you will look your very best for that special occasion. Ed Bashira's Formal Wear and Fine Clothing, an Oklahoma tradition.
Indoor football is back, Tulsa, and season tickets are going quick. Don't miss Saturday night entertainment starting as low as $9 a month. The Tulsa Oilers indoor football team kicks off again in March, Saturday nights, 7 p.m., BOK Center. Season tickets are on sale now. Go to TulsaOilersFootball.com. That's TulsaOilersFootball.com. Get your season tickets now. Don't miss your chance to experience the fast-paced, helmet-hitting, pad-popping excitement of professional indoor football. TulsaOilersFootball.com.
The Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame, home of the Paycom Jim Thorpe Award, is a treasure trove of memorabilia honoring Oklahoma sports legends. For museum hours or to schedule a tour, go to oklahomasportshalloffame.org.
My good friend Eric Bailey, Tulsa World sports writer for the past 2 decades around here. was covering OU. Now we got switched to Oklahoma State. Doing a great job there. I just got back to Frisco, Texas, and the Star covering the Big 12 football media days. Eric, welcome to Oklahoma Sports.
Chris, it's always good to see you.
All right, give us your first impressions of the overall Big 12 conference of 2025. Do we know anything?
We're going to learn as we go. I was really interested to see what the coaches would say, and with the portal going on, there's a lot of rosters that are kind of in limbo, and coaches are excited to see their players out there for the first time in practice. When practice starts at the end of the month, first next month. So I think it's going to be exciting as always. The Big 12's one of the best conferences in the country, and there's going to be good ball played.
Certainly, Brett Yearmark, the conference commissioner, got a really high praise from almost all the coaches. Mike Gundy called him the best commissioner of all the sports. Deion Sanders said the same thing. You were there for his State of the Conference. Your impressions of Yearmark and his. I'm trying to figure the 4-1-1, the 5. I'm trying to figure out this playoff thing too.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I was impressed when they hired him because they went outside the box a little bit, and he's really been really successful these last 3 seasons in getting what he wants accomplished with the Big 12 in terms of marketing. Now, the big marketing job for him now is, you're right, they only had one team in the college football playoffs last year, and it's an Arizona State team that did really well. But they really need another team to step up. They would love to have 2 teams in this conference, get one the conference championship, of course, and then a runner-up, an at-large bid. And to do that, they're going to have to make some noise in non-conference play.
Seems the main word that came out of the Big 12 media days was uncertainty. Nobody's quite sure what to think about this. Looking back to last year, I'm still trying to figure this out. I thought Oklahoma State was one of the contenders. Great shot for the championship. They finished last. Arizona State, who knew about them? We put them last in our preseason poll. They finished first. And this year, interesting, no preseason poll. What do you think of that?
That was really interesting because, it's funny. I emailed the Big 12 the week before and said, when is your all-conference team coming out? They told me.
Right.
Well, what about a all-preseason poll? And no preseason poll. I think it's because of expectations maybe, and there was a lot of doubt last year. We didn't know how these teams were going to line up against each other. And like you said, Arizona State came out of nowhere and won the conference. Oklahoma State, I really think they let a real opportunity pass last year because I thought with Oklahoma and Texas out, it was going to be OSU's league to win.
I thought so too.
Them and Iowa State and Kansas State, those were the three of the schools that were really high, or Utah, really highly regarded, and it didn't happen. So I think it's more the Big 12 saying, we don't know what's going to happen.
All right, Big 12 Media Days, 2 days down there. What teams, what coaches play, what impressed you the most in the 2 days?
I think everyone wants to know what's going to happen. I think they're you want to know about your team, of course. You want to know how good you're going to be, but they don't know how it's going to go affect, like we talked about a second ago, the college football playoff. What's going to happen? Who's going to take that run? And there's a lot of teams out there that have a chance. I like Baylor, Kansas State, Iowa State, Colorado. There's a lot of teams out there that can really do some things. BYU, they got to find a quarterback, but I think BYU can make noise. They've really proved in the first 2 years that they're building to a Big 12 caliber team. So I really am interested. I named off 5 schools right now. It really kind of shows you we don't know what's going to happen.
Love the fact the Big 12's been looking for a personality. They got one with Prime. Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, made a big splash there at the Big 12 meeting. He's a colorful character.
He really is. And it was funny. He was the last coach to go. Of all the coaches, he was the very last one. And all during the week, we saw maybe one photographer in the aisle taking pictures of the coaches on the dais. When Coach Prime got on there were about 15 photographers. And he entertained. He really did. He did. He gets up there and he talks about his team. He really credits everyone. He used the word, I love this guy. I love this commissioner. I love this team. You just feel it from him. And he even had a shout out to Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin, his teammate for the Dallas Cowboys, was there supporting him. So he made sure to shout out Michael Irvin. But it was entertaining. It was pure entertainment. And, when he took the job at Colorado, I was really curious what kind of job he would do. Now we're seeing it. He's a marketing guy, but he can coach too. I mean, they're both even, hand in hand, and he's good at both of them.
Very impressive. He said for the 3rd straight season, his 3 seasons there, they're sold out season tickets. That hadn't happened in 26 years in Boulder before Coach Prime got there.
You think back to the days of the Big A with Bill McCartney and those coaches and all those national championship runs that they had. Colorado fans have been starved for this, much like Oklahoma fans were starved in 2000. They had a decade of losing seasons. And I think the Colorado fan base has really just grasped what Coach Prime is building there. And I think it's really, really interesting and entertaining.
Well, the interesting quotes out of the press conference, Deion is really calling for a NFL-type salary cap. Like he said, all you have to do is look at the playoffs and see what teams spent the most and understand, darn right, those guys made the playoffs. kind of hard to compete with somebody who's giving $25 or $30 million to a freshman class. It's crazy. We're not complaining. But that's not right. It doesn't make any sense.
The business model has really impacted college athletics. We look at the NFL, all sports, Major League Baseball, the NBA. We see a business model. We see what people are getting paid. And I really think I kind of agree with them a little bit. It would be nice to have a salary cap. It would be nice to, get these kids and get a little bit more even footing, because you are seeing the schools going out and paying players. Texas Tech, for example, they spent $5.1 million on the offensive tackle.
They spent $1 million for a softball pitcher, right?
Exactly. So if you have money, you can get the players. You can use these NIL deals, but at what point does it really get out of hand? It's out of hand now, but I think there will be a point where the dollars and cents are really going to affect what happens in the bowl games, as well, more importantly, the college football playoffs.
Well, Coach Prime also wasn't shy about what other changes he'd make in the sport. Here's Colorado coach Deion Sanders from Big 12 Media Days.
What I would change in college football, it has to be, and they're trying to implement it. It's got to be a salary cap on this stuff, because this stuff is going crazy and nobody know where it's going to land, where it's going to end, and you have so many different doors. It's like I would see a player that said he got an offer from another school, and I'm trying to figure out why you guys haven't investigated it, and how is that possible when the guy's not in the portal? How's that? Now, if that was one of my players, you guys would be all over it. I'm trying to figure out, how can somebody say, you got a $5 million offer? How? And the kid is not in the portal. So I think we need to be upright and upstanding. Secondly, I like the professional rules to be implemented in college. They're getting ready to be pros, so let's go 2 feet in, on the catches. Let's mark the foul if it pass interference. Let's do the same thing the pro game is. Let's do it to college.
Coach Prime, always entertaining. All right, question nobody seems to be able to answer, not at the Big 12, not at Stillwater, not anywhere. How good is Oklahoma State going to be?
Mike Gundy, of course, wants to come off that winless season and build some early momentum. The schedule kind of allows that, except for a week 2 game at Oregon. The one thing he said before this week, after the week after Big 12, he's going on vacation after Big 12 Media Days. And he said that usually when he goes on vacation, he's relaxing. He kind of has a good feel for what his 2 deep is going to look like. He said there's 8 positions in the 2 deep. He has no idea who the starters are going to be, including quarterback. There's 2 scholarship quarterbacks. I don't know what's going to happen there as well. We're going to have to wait and see. But it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. He really feels good about the talent. He feels good about the players that he has. He just needs to see them on the field. He has 35 newcomers, 65 new players that were there June 1st that he just doesn't know about yet.
And he's got all the coaching staff, basically, right?
I think it's going to be big.
2
new coordinators and they're veteran coordinators.
Yeah.
You look at Doug Meacham on the offensive side of things. He's had success a lot of places that he's went. I think the quarterbacks have already embraced his style. The receivers have for sure. It's just going out there and getting it done. Offensive line is going to be brand new. There's 3 key portal entries that they're going to have to mesh early. Yeah. And again, I said the Oregon game 2. It's going to be hard against Oregon, a top 5 team. Yeah. Defensively, you have Todd Grantham, another coach that has so much veteran leadership. Yeah. These players are they're starved for something new, and I think that's going to pay off well on the defensive side of things.
And good on you, Cowboy fans. They said they're really supporting the club. The season ticket sales are really going well over there.
It's good to see. It really is. You wonder how one bad season is going to impact everything. Mike Gundy's only had 2 losing seasons in his long career, his 2-decade career at Oklahoma State. Yeah. His first year and this last year. I really think they're going to bounce back, and I think that the Cowboy fans are really going to support them. This is just something they hope is an aberration. Yeah. We'll see what happens this year.
So what does head coach Mike Gundy, getting ready to start his 21st season, have to say about his Oklahoma State football team for 2025? When we come back, we'll hear from the coach from Big 12 Media Days. Hey, Benny, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Chris, always.
Right back with Coach Gundy.
Indoor football is back, Tulsa, and season tickets are going quick. Don't miss Saturday night entertainment starting as low as $9 a month. The Tulsa Oilers indoor football team kicks off again in March, Saturday nights, 7 p.m. BOK Center. Season tickets are on sale now. Go to TulsaOilersFootball.com. That's TulsaOilersFootball.com. Get your season tickets now. Don't miss your chance to experience the fast-paced, helmet-hitting, pad-popping excitement of professional indoor football. TulsaOilersFootball.com.
Founded in 1960, Ed Bashira's Formal Wear and Fine Clothing has been dressing gentlemen for over half a century. We are family owned and operated, offering premium brand tuxedos and accessories at our Tulsa store on South Harvard. Bashira's also does made-to-measure suits, sports coats, dress shirts, and slacks, and a top line of sportswear. We do tailoring on-site to assure the perfect fit so you will look your very best for that special occasion. Ed Bashira's Formal Wear and Fine Clothing, an Oklahoma tradition.
The Wee Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town, is the only place you can skate like the pros. With 2 rinks, there's always time to strap on the blades and hit the ice. The Wee Street Ice Center at 43rd and Yale is your family fun destination. Try out the game simulator rooms or hit the arcade. When you get hungry, grab a bite at Puck's Sports Bar and Grill with delicious food, great drink specials, and more. It's Midtown Tulsa's coolest entertainment center. Wee Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town. Come get your skate on.
Pitch, Casey lines it down the left field line. Drillers win!
Baseball, fireworks, food, and family, it's all in Tulsa at One Oak Field. Score your Drillers season membership today with plans and prices fit for every fan. Whether you want to catch every game or select nights, we know you will have a great time at the ballpark. We're proud to offer a variety of membership options, so don't wait. Contact a Drillers rep who will personally help you find the right plan for you. It's all in Drillville for 2025.
Well, one of the biggest questions of last week's Big 12 Media Days down in Texas, of course, Mike Gundy, the Oklahoma State head football coach. Coach, what happened? Pitt was one of the favorites to win the Big 12 last year. Of course, had that 0-9 conference season, finished last of the 16 teams. Here are some of the highlights of Coach Gundy's press conference with the media as he talked first about and defended his record at Oklahoma State.
One thing that I think is important to remember is that I've been fortunate enough to be the head coach for now going on 21 years. And we've had 19 winning seasons in a row and played a really high level of college football. And for the majority of those years, we could have beat any team in the country on any given day at any time. So we have to go through a little bit of a rebuilding phase this year. One, because we needed to upgrade in certain areas, but the other because we lost a large number of veteran players last year. We were going to have to so-called rebuild anyway. We were prepared for that, but I will say that the changes with the way we go about rebuilding, whether it's financially or roster management, have been challenging, but also intriguing because it's something new. It's different than it's ever been before in my 21 years as a head coach. Well, obviously it's different. We don't have a quarterback that's ever played a snap for us at Oklahoma State. We've got a little bit of familiarity with a couple guys coming through spring, but it's one of the things in the future of college football that's a little bit scary is you don't have as many guys in that room as you'd want to, but I think that Coach Meacham and our staff understand the importance in finding out who gives us the best chance to win and building our offense around that system. So the off season for us has been crazy. Obviously we know about all the changes in college football, and for the most part we all live day to day. Players coming in, players going out, recruiting. For me, it was extremely busy. New staff, new coordinators, those guys bring in their own staff. We have 65 new players, 35 of them we've never seen practice before, and they just showed up in June. 18 of those-ish are transfers and the other are high school players. So it's a very unusual experience. They've done really well over the last 4 or 5 weeks in off season. But August practice will be more important now than it ever has been based on the new faces. So whenever I used to go on vacation in July, I had a really good idea of who our two deep was going to be. In most cases, who the quarterback was going to be. I'm going to try to go on vacation in a week or so, and I'm not sure that I know who will be the starters in 8 of the 22 spots. That's not counting special teams. So it's very unusual. And coaches understand that it's going to have to happen faster in August this year than it ever has before, so we can get established, so we can create some identity, hopefully develop some team chemistry, and get ready to play in the first game. Things that motivate me: the new trend, trying to stay on the cutting edge of the future of college football, learning more about the business side of college football. So that would be an example of what would motivate me to continue for our team to play well and win football games.
And that first game for Oklahoma State is Thursday night, August 28th in Stillwater against Tennessee Martin. It, by the way, is the first of 7 Cowboy home games this season. Here's the full schedule for Oklahoma State in 2025. Tennessee Martin, the big test, going to Oregon on September 6th. Open date the next week. Then Tulsa comes to Stillwater. Cowboys, the Golden Hurricanes, September 20th. September 27th, Big 12 game against Baylor in Stillwater. Then they go on the road to Arizona October 4th. October 11th, they host Houston. October 18th, homecoming. Like homecoming at Oklahoma State. Cincinnati is the opponent. October 25th, at Texas Tech. The next week at Kansas. Open November 8th. Then November 15th, they're at Kansas. Kansas State comes to Oklahoma State. November 22nd, final road game at Central Florida. And November 29th, the game at Iowa State will be in Stillwater. Now, the good news is, despite last year's disappointing season ticket sales are actually going ahead. Should be sellouts again for the Cowboys. Next, the ultimate Jim Traber, that controversial sports animal host, gives his thoughts on football 2025. That's straight ahead.
Pitch, Casey lines it down the left field line. Drillers win!
Baseball, fireworks, food, and family, it's all in Tulsa at One Oak Field. Score your Drillers season membership today with plans and prices fit for every fan. Whether you want to catch every game or select nights, we know you will have a great time at the ballpark. We're proud to offer a variety of membership options, so don't wait. Contact a Drillers rep who will personally help you find the right plan for you. It's all in Drillville for 2025.
Founded in 1960, Ed Bashira's formal wear and fine clothing has been dressing gentlemen for over half a century. We are family owned and operated, offering premium brand tuxedos and accessories at our Tulsa store on South Harvard. Bashira's also does made-to-measure suits, sports coats, dress shirts, and slacks, and a top line of sportswear. We do tailoring on site to assure the perfect fit so you will look your very best for that special occasion. Ed Bashira's formal wear and fine clothing, an Oklahoma tradition.
Indoor football is back, Tulsa, and season tickets are going quick. Don't miss Saturday night entertainment starting as low as $9 a month. The Tulsa Oilers indoor football team kicks off again in March, Saturday nights, 7 p.m. BOK Center. Season tickets are on sale now. Go to TulsaOilersFootball.com. That's TulsaOilersFootball.com. Get your season tickets now. Don't miss your chance to experience the fast-paced, helmet-hitting, pad-popping excitement of professional indoor football. TulsaOilersFootball.com.
The Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame, home of the Paycom Jim Thorpe Award, is a treasure trove of memorabilia honoring Oklahoma sports legends. For museum hours or to schedule a tour, go to oklahomasportshalloffame.org.
It's getting closer and closer to football. This week, the SEC, 4 days of media activity in Atlanta, Georgia. We just had the Big 12 media days last week. And Jim Traber of the Sports Animal joins us now to talk football. And Jim, how long have you been covering this sport in the state of Oklahoma?
32 years I've been doing radio, and boy, I've gone through a lot of different things with both OU and OSU. It's been kind of crazy.
All right, let's start with your alma mater, Oklahoma State University. You mentioned Big Cameron on the show to talk about the Cowboys and the Sooners, and he said he has absolutely no idea what to expect from Oklahoma State.
I think that's the best way to put it. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a team that doesn't have one returning starter on the offensive side of the ball. I've never seen anything like that. So we have no idea. Not to mention every single coach is new except Mike Gundy. And I think Mike Gundy had to do that. And I don't know if you've noticed, but they're literally having their best recruiting year that they've ever had. I mean, I guess, many people, including me, were very, very, we got onto Mike Gundy a lot about not recruiting some better players. And suddenly they decided to do it. And I don't know if it's his staff or someone told him that he needed to do it, But they're having one of their best years they've had in a long time in recruiting. So we'll see how that works.
Yeah, the only constant really at Stillwater is Mike Gundy, starting his third decade now, 21st season as the Cowboys head coach, and he's gone through a lot. Is he up to the challenge this year?
Look, I don't know, Chris. The guy is a totally different guy now than he used to be. I've known him for years and years and years. We used to be good friends. Used to talk at least once a week. Now he doesn't talk to me at all. That's fine. It doesn't bother me. I just don't. He's just a different guy now, and I think that the things that happened this past year, which in my opinion, I'm on record, I think he should have been fired for what he said. I do not think that you should be able to come out and say things about your fans like he did that I just think were horrific.
Yeah.
But he went in there again, almost like he did that last time he was in some trouble, and said, look, I'm sorry, I'm going to do things different. And I think there's less money. They took some money from him. And now, they're working hard. They had that concert to get some NIL money. So I think that they're going in the right direction. We will see if this has changed him, Chris. I don't know, because I can tell you he's just not the same person he used to be. Maybe this will turn him around.
I know. I've tried and tried, Jim. I tell people Coach Gundy is my white whale. I cannot get him on this show. I've tried and tried. Hey, Chris, I like you. I like your show, but I just don't do local sports. So
yeah. It's just, how ridiculous is that? But he'll do national sports.
Yeah.
So basically, he's telling all of us here in the media and all the fans, I don't care that much about you, but if it's national, I want to talk to the people in Wyoming. So, I think that's a shame. I don't know why he's done that.
Yeah, I'm going to keep trying for sure. All right, now let's talk about who do you like in the Big 12 this year?
Texas Tech is interesting to me because they got so much money now. And it is about money, unfortunately. I think there's 3 or 4 teams to look for. I think Arizona State with that quarterback, I think is going to be good. Now they're going to miss Scatabo. I think Kansas State with their quarterback's going to be good. I think Baylor with their quarterback's going to be good. And I think Tech. So I think those are the 4 teams that I'm looking at. But don't forget now, Arizona State was ranked like next to last at the beginning of last season, and they won the thing. And OSU was way at the top, and they didn't win a game. I will be shocked if Oklahoma State's involved in it. But it's all about the quarterback at OSU. But I would probably say my teams are Tech, Baylor, Arizona State, and Kansas State. If I had to pick a winner, I might go with Kansas State, but I'm telling you, look out for Texas Tech, man. They're spending money, man.
That's for sure. And I'll tell you, last season I was one on the bandwagon. I thought the Cowboys were going to have the championship season. The OU's out of the way, Texas out of the way.
Yeah.
All these players back. I was just stunned. I'm trying to figure out what happened to that season last year for the Cowboys.
I think that, dude, I think if somebody did a 30 for 30 on that season, we would have our mouths agape. I think that there were problems that we don't know about. And all you got to do is look, when's the last time you've seen a college coach get rid of every staff member? When does that happen? You get rid of coordinators, you get rid of a couple guys here and there, maybe somebody gets a job, but every single coach, that does not happen. So that means that there were a lot more problems than even we knew. Mike Gundy had his problems, but I think there were other problems inside. So hopefully for the OSU fans, this thing will turn around. But last year was just a thorough embarrassment. That's all it was.
Well, now the SEC mentions holding its 4 days of their media events in Atlanta, Georgia this week. And so is the SEC still the best, Jim?
I think the Big Ten's close by, and of course they won the national championship with Ohio State last year. But boy, the SEC, I think the SEC, once you get past the top of the league, I think it's a lot better than the Big Ten. When you start to get in 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 range. Now we're going to find out because Michigan and Oklahoma are 2 teams that are probably similar in their leagues this year, and both of them have new quarterbacks. Now Michigan has a brand new quarterback, so that's a huge game for Oklahoma. But I think the SEC is a little better, but the Big Ten showed well last year. It really did.
So is Oklahoma better prepared for season 2 in the Southeastern Conference?
I think they are. Listen, Brent Venables, who is a guy that I just love. He used to be my neighbor. I love the guy, okay? But if you have to be truthful about it, he's done some things that have been mistakes. And one of them was just staying in-house and bringing in Seth Luttrell. I don't want to beat up Seth Luttrell. He's a great guy. He's a good football coach. But he was terrible as the offensive coordinator last year. And I think that, they told us that their offensive line was going to be good for the first 5 or 6 games. They couldn't block anybody. I mean, I don't know. I think the University of Oklahoma coaching staff, for the most part, needs to stop worrying about telling us how good they are and show how good they are. I mean, Biedenbow is a great coach, but he's trying to tell everybody at the beginning of last year how good his offensive line's going to be. Well, guess what, Chris? It wasn't any good. And that doesn't make you look good, So I think OU has a chance to be a lot better this year. I think they'll be really good on defense. But this league is tough, man. It doesn't stop. You play one team, and then the next week, there aren't a lot of teams that you're playing that are bad. It's just there aren't.
All right, what are the ultimate thoughts on the changing landscape of college athletics, the NIL and the portals, and now the NCAA money coming in, $20 million starting this month?
Yeah, look, I blame all this on the NCAA. I mean, I've said this many times on my show. If 6 or 7 years ago, Chris, they would have gotten ahead of this thing, if they would have had some foresight, we'd be in a lot better shape right now. But they didn't, and they never do. They just react. They're very reactionary. And they take, 8 months to figure out whether somebody should be eligible or not, and all these other things that they do. I think they messed this thing up. Now, I think you need to just get rid of the NCAA. I really do. I think college football should probably go on its own. But I think that we're going in the right direction, but we're not there. Because one, and people don't like hearing this, but I think the players need a union. There's no way that they can not have a union, like it or not. You have to have a union for these guys, or they're going to get obliterated, even though they have the power. And I think that once you start to get that and contracts and things like that, it'll be good. But they've literally messed up about a 3 or 4 year period because they just didn't get out in front of it.
I talked to Coach Barry Switzer and Bob Stoops, our buddy Dean Blevins. They all admit they want no part of this game the way it is right now. Barry said, they just stop kidding ourselves. Let's go to the NFL model and have these kids sign contracts, make them stay for 2 or 3 years. This is ridiculous, out of control right now.
I think that's exactly what you have to do. But there's people that are fighting. Look, how many years have we heard that these kids are student athletes? Chris, let's stop it, okay? They're not student athletes anymore, okay? They're employees of the football team that works for a university where they go to school. That's what it is. It's all about money, and millions of dollars are being fired around, but we're talking about these kids as student athletes. Let's stop. Some of them want to get their degree and do something, but almost, 80% of them think they're going to play at the next level. So let's treat it like it should be.
Hey, Barry asked me, you know what NIL stands for, Lincoln? I said, what? Coach? He goes, now it's legal.
That's right. You're right. Some of those schools like Mississippi and those schools that used to cheat like crazy, they're doing it legally now. It's out in the open.
All right, as a lifelong Pittsburgh Steelers fan, I know you live and die with the black and gold there. And what are your prospects with Aaron Rodgers, a future Hall of Fame quarterback? Will he save the Steelers?
Well, he's not going to save the Steelers, but I have to believe they're going to be better. Listen, I wanted him to keep Justin Fields. I still think Justin Fields is a good football player, and he played well for the Steelers. And then they took him out and put Russell Wilson in. But look, the Steelers are going for it. I don't know if it's the right way to go for it. They're bringing in some older dudes on defense. I think they need to get T.J. Watt signed, obviously. But I think that they'll be better. But what is better? They're going to go 10-7 and lose in the first round. I mean, I'm sick of mediocrity. Chris, you and I are old, big boy. We remember when my Steelers were the thing, right? Yeah. I mean, they were it. A lot of people think they're the best organization in the history of the NFL. But when you haven't gone to the playoffs or won a playoff game in years, go and lose every time, you're going to lose that mantra. So I'm getting a little bit sick of it. I love Tomlin. But I think if they rip off another 9-8 or 10-7 and they lose in the first round, it might be time to shake hands and say, thanks, coach, let's go in a different direction.
But the Steelers have set the model. What was it, 4 coaches in their franchise history or something like that, Jim?
Well, it's 3. It's 3 coaches in, 40 years, 50-something years. Yeah, so you had Noel forever, and then you had Cowher forever. And then now you've got Tomlin. Yeah, but that's all well and good. I love that part of it. But I think that Tomlin's playing in the 90s right now. I mean, they're one of the only teams that wants to run the ball down your throat. They got to figure out something.
All right, how about our 2 fan favorites of the area fans here, the Chiefs and the Dallas Cowboys?
Well, the Cowboys are the Cowboys. Wait till these Cowboy fans see Pickens. Wait till they deal with him. What a trip he is. He's talented. They're going to have 2 unbelievable wide receivers out there. But look, the Cowboys, in my opinion, are going to be good, but I think they're third in their own division. I don't think they're better than Washington, and I don't think they're better than Philly. And frankly, I think the Giants are actually going in the right direction. So, yeah, they're good, but they're not going to do anything special. Kansas City, it doesn't matter how you put out there. If you've got the coach and the quarterback, they're going to win. And they've won this division pretty much every year, and they go to the AFC Championship game almost every year. I don't know when it's going to stop, but I do know one thing. Between Reed and Mahomes, it's an incredible, incredible combination.
Another sports animal, 97.1 here in Tulsa, 98.1 there in the city. Nobody does it better than college football. What are your guys' plans for coverage of the Sooners and the Cowboys this fall?
Well, we'll do it like we always do. We'll be doing all-day coverage for OU, morning to night. Al Eschbeck and I do a 3-hour pregame show right before it, but we've got people on before, and then Al and I go on after. We've been doing that for years. And then Oklahoma State will be at every game as well with Gideon Hamilton. So, yeah, we like to say that we're the only radio station in the state that covers both OU and OSU every single game. So we'll be out there. We'll be out there getting after it. I hope Tulsa's going to go in the right direction, too. I'd like to see that. I tell you what, is Tulsa the hardest job in America?
Boy, it's tough. And as soon as you build the team up, off the coach goes, the players too and stuff. But
I know.
Trey Lance, a lot of enthusiasm over here. So we'll see what happens. When they come to Stillwater, the second, third week of the season, they'll see how they measure up with the Cowboys over there.
I mean, listen, I can't tell you that Tulsa won't go in there and beat them. I mean, I have no idea how good OSU is going to be.
And finally, I got to ask you, how does Al Ishbach do it with your guys' music trivia? He just blows my mind. Unbelievable.
He's amazing. I mean, it's just the guy is an encyclopedia, and he just turned 80 years old. I mean, the guy is amazing. I mean, he really is. And I'm just like his little stepping, the guy that he whips up on all the time. And, I'm not that bad, actually. It's just going against him. I look ridiculous, but it's fun. Some people don't like it. Some do. I love playing against him. I'll tell you something. There are many, many people in our business, Chris, that end up breaking up with each other, basically. You got in the fan with Mad Dog and all these other people that have been together. And then after 5, 10, 15, 20 years, they can't do it anymore. Al and I have been going for a long time. And if you notice, we're very rarely at each other's throats. I mean, we get after it sometimes, but it's been a wonderful thing for me to be able to be with him because he is certainly the legend. That's for sure.
I tell you, you are as well, Jim. It's always great to be with you. Always good listening with you and stuff. And I'm just amazed. Again, we're in the senior citizen show. I just had Coach Switzer on. He's 87 now. Last week we had Ted Owens. This month, Jim turns 96 years old.
Wow,
That's
amazing. Awesome.
And I'm 77, so
you look good. Yeah, we're all getting old. By the way, dude, congratulations for getting in the Sports Hall of Fame. Let's get Al Eschbeck in that thing now.
Yeah, he deserves for sure. And so does Dean Blevins.
Well, no doubt. Yeah, I think they should put the two of them in together same year. Let's do it. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm on their committee too, so I'm going to be pushing that as well. So
push it, man. Big Al's got to get in, and Dean, that'd be perfect.
And Jim Traber down the road too here.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just having a good time, man. Being with my grandbabies and my wife, and empty nesters. It's a good life. And how can I be more blessed than to work 4 hours a day and talk about sports, Chris? It's great.
And of course, I admire your partner. To give Julie my best, boy, she's incredible.
Well, thank you. I am way in over my head, brother. Way in over my head.
Jim Traber, the ultimate afternoon sports beat, 2 to 4 p.m. Then, of course, with his buddy Al Ishbach, 4 to 6 on the Sports Animal, 97.1, 98.1 across the state of Oklahoma. Jim, look forward to being with you in the football season. Thanks for joining us on Oklahoma Sportscene, my friend.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much for having me on.
Okay. Always enjoy a visit with Jim Traber. Next, we'll switch to baseball. Ryan Carroll joins us to talk about all kinds of promotions coming up. The Tulsa Drillers are winding down the Texas League baseball season. That's after this timeout.
Our story, it lives in Tulsa, where the spirit of the past lives alongside us and urges us on toward a vibrant future. Because our story is still being written. It's the story of Tulsa, told by the journalists who live it and love it. Whether it's covering our rich history, bringing you the hidden gems of the food scene, or following the action in local sports. And here, in the Tulsa world, is where it comes to life.
Founded in 1960, Ed Bashira's Formal Wear and Fine Clothing has been dressing gentlemen for over half a century. We are family-owned and operated, offering premium brand tuxedos and accessories in our Tulsa store on South Harvard. Bashira's also does made-to-measure suits, sports coats, dress shirts, and slacks, and a top line of sportswear. We do tailoring on site to assure the perfect fit so you will look your very best for that special occasion. Ed Bashira's Formal Wear and Fine Clothing, an Oklahoma tradition.
Pitch, Casey lines it down the left field line. Drillers win!
Baseball, fireworks, food, and family, it's all in Tulsa at One Oak Field. Score your Drillers season membership today with plans and prices fit for every fan. Whether you want to catch every game or select nights, we know you will have a great time at the ballpark. We're proud to offer a variety of membership options, so don't wait. Contact a Drillers rep who will personally help you find the right plan for you. It's all in Drillville for 2025.
And welcome back on Oklahoma Sportscene here inside the Weed Street Ice Center. Not talking hockey, not talking football, we're talking baseball. Brian Carroll was the vice president in terms of their media and public relations. Brian, a longest homestand of the second half underway, and well, I'll tell you, some great promotions coming up too.
Oh, we are loaded for promotions. As you said, it's the longest homestand of the second half, and it's one of the most promotion-filled homestands we've had all year long. Fireworks, a staple, but we've got a lot of great giveaways.
Yeah,
you
talk
see
about,
some of it here.
Tell us about this thing.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite is this first thing right here, the Tulsa Noodlers beach hat. That's what they call it. But heck, that's a lawn hat, beach hat, fishing hat, whatever you want to do with it. We'll be giving those away on Thursday night. And my gosh, who wouldn't look good in a hat like that?
And this wild Hawaiian print shirt, that's a Noodler item too?
Yeah, and that'll be the following week. We'll give those away. It's more of a little bit of a Jimmy Buffett remembrance.
Nice. Right, yeah.
Kind of another keeping along with the beach theme as well. But those will be for the first 1,000 fans next Thursday. And we kind of cover all ages with our giveaways.
I hate to mention back to school, kids. Sorry, but
I know.
it's that time of year again.
It's here.
Those ready. Go to the backpack.
Yeah, and the backpacks, that'll be on Saturday night. First 1,500 kids that will come through a week from Saturday night, and it's a first-rate backpack. It's larger than the ones we've given away in the past, and very durable. And I think the kids will really like that. And if they don't like that, the Hornsby building block toy here.
Now what is this? Look at that, huh?
Yeah, it's it comes in 500 pieces, comes in a box. Kids take it home with them. Don't open it at the ballpark. They'll lose the pieces. Take it home with them and put it together. But we're filled with giveaways. Alex Kozakowski and Brianna Harris, they do such a great job putting all these things together, coming up with these items. I'm not sure where they find them, but it's a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with them.
And, of course, a staple at One Oak Field, fireworks. A lot of huge fireworks shows coming up.
Yeah, including this Friday. It's been a couple of weeks. Team's been on a long road trip. We're coming off the All-Star break, so it's the first time in a while. And Friday nights and fireworks downtown, that's our staple, and it's always well attended, and fans look forward to it. It's kind of a doubleheader. You get the baseball game, then you get to stick around for fireworks afterwards.
All right, let's catch up on the team now. They're off to a much better start in the second half.
Yeah, right now we're 500, playing a lot better. Really, 9-9, and probably should be a couple of games better than that. We let a couple of games slip away on the road trip, but the bullpen has really come around, doing very well. Starting pitching, our rotation is kind of getting settled. We've got a Patrick Coppin, a new one that's come in from Great Lakes, has really pitched well, and timely hitting on top of it. And I think we'll probably see a few more changes to the roster over the next few weeks. But Eric Wedge has done a nice job with them and his staff, and they're really playing good baseball right now.
And, of course, this is, as we tape this show, it's Major League Baseball All-Star Week. Game in Atlanta, Georgia on Tuesday night. Home Run Derby is on Monday night. And I'll tell you, it's hard to believe. It's already mid-season there. Getting ready to come down the wire here this season.
Yeah,
wow.
I know. Yeah, it is. It's the All-Star break, and it seems like it just started a few weeks ago. But, the All-Star game, we had some ex-drillers participating in that, as we seem like we always do. The Los Angeles Dodgers, with so many ex-drillers on their team, they've been scuffling a little bit here recently. But
hit the break in first place, though, right?
Yeah, they hit the break in the first place, and they're gonna be okay. And it's gonna come down to October and how the pitching does. And I think we'll see a lot of ex-drillers on the field when the postseason starts for them.
And, of course, you talked about the Los Angeles Dodgers. You have to talk about Shohei Ohtani, one of the amazing players. And Is he ready for full-time pitching duties yet?
Well, he's doing it on Sunday. He went 3 innings.
Right.
The start before that, I think he touched 102 miles per hour. I mean, as he's rounding into form, as you would say.
Yeah.
He's hitting 102. You know, when he was with the Angels, I followed him. And, you know, you heard so much of the hype about him.
Yeah.
Didn't watch him quite as closely. But, I mean, he is one of the all-time greats, one of the most talented players to come through baseball and what he can do. I mean, his size, Chris, he's big. He can run so well.
Oh, yeah.
He can, you know, he can steal 50 bases if he wants to. Well, hit 50 or 60 home runs, and then you throw him on the mound and he throws 102 miles an hour.
Golly.
It's incredible what the guy can do.
Just had the Major League Baseball draft, and once again, Oklahoma was front and center there. In fact, the #1 draft pick, the entire Major League draft, the Washington Nationals selected a high school kid from where the heck was this place? Fort Cobb, Oklahoma, shortstop. Eli Willis, tell us about that. Where's Fort Cobb, Oklahoma?
Fort Cobb, it is. Well, it's on the way to Lawton.
Yeah,
If you're going to Lawton, you'll see the exit for Fort Cobb. It's not very big, but Eli Willits, he obviously comes from good bloodlines. His dad, Reggie, played at OU, and then he played into the big leagues for several years. So, you know, he's had good coaching and good guidance, good bloodlines, as I said, and he goes #1. And then lo and behold, it looked like for a while Oklahoma high school kids might go 1 and 2, but Ethan Holiday, Matt's son, fell to #4, and I think it worked out perfectly for him. He went to the Colorado Rockies where his dad did so well for so long. So I think it worked out great for the Rockies. I think it worked out great for Ethan. But 2 Oklahoma high school kids. One was committed to OU, one was committed to OSU. Neither one's going to see a campus there, unfortunately. The money's going to be too good for both of them. But, you know, we're kind of known for football, and our high school football is great around here. And the basketball is good as well. But I'll put high school baseball up against either one of them. Over the years, over the decades, the number of Major League Baseball players the state of Oklahoma has produced is incredible. And these two have a chance to add to that list.
2 Oklahoma high school players. Again, we first got Eli Wallace from Fort Cobb, and then Ethan Holiday from Stillwater High School, obviously there. But go back to 2011. Last time we had 2 first-round draft picks. 2 pretty good pitchers. Remember those guys?
Two pretty good pitchers, Dylan Bundy and Archie Bradley. And you know, you go back a little bit further. Pete Cosmo went to the Cardinals out of Owasso High School. So, I mean, historically, a lot of players from Oklahoma, but the past 15 years, a whole lot of players have been getting drafted and been getting drafted very high.
Mike and I were talking about, we were at that press conference with Bundy and Archie there and stuff. And how many years ago was that? About 14 years ago?
14 years. Oh, gosh, Chris, you're getting old.
I know.
I'm glad I don't have that problem. But Archie and Dylan, they met at One Oak Field for the state championship for Broken Arrow and Owasso.
Great teams.
And you could tell they were going to be good, and they went on to success in the major leagues. And you know, you hope the same thing for Eli and Ethan. I don't know if you saw the interviews after they were drafted. My gosh, they're mature past their years for high school kids. You watch the highlights of them; they are so developed already. So I think the sky's the limit for both of them.
And we had some college talent taken too at number 15 in the first round from the University of Oklahoma. Their pitcher, Kyson Witherspoon, going to the Boston Red Sox.
Yeah, and it sounds like it's a great fit for both of them. The Boston needs pitching, and it'll be a good spot for him. His brother went later in the draft as well. And we had a number of kids from University of Arkansas getting drafted, including a couple going to the Dodgers. So we may be seeing them here in the next year or two as well. So baseball in the area is hot right now.
Well, we're the Dodgers AA team. Of course, their AAA squad is up the road in Oklahoma City. The Comets, as you know now. Oh, manager Scott Hennessy up there. They're doing a good job too up there.
Scott. I mean, he is. He's a player's manager, and great to play for the players. And he'll be the first to tell you they've got a lot of talent in AAA, and I'm not so sure, Chris, that team couldn't beat a major league team or two in a 7-game series. They're very talented, and Scott's doing a great job for them, and it will be interesting to see how the second half goes for them.
And we'll help out our Oklahoma City. They asked to kind of give you a pop on this. They have a special promotion coming up. a special home run derby August the 23rd. Chickasha Ballpark there at Bricktown, featuring the past OU softball. They call them the home run queens against some major league big hitters. Give me a home run derby set up. Chickasaw Ballpark, Bricktown Ballpark, Oklahoma City, August 23rd. Get on the website. Check that out. Have a see some of the OU talent. A lot of talent in softball in this area too.
Oh my God!
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it's right there with baseball, if not ahead of it.
But it's hard to believe. Coming down the stretch here already.
Yeah, we're entering the final 2 months of the season. Really, only 4 homestands left for us. And as we talked about, teams playing good baseball. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Eric Wedge has done a great job with them, and should be a good, fun finish to the season.
All right, go on out. Enjoy these promotions. Enjoy the fireworks at 1 Field. Come right back to you. Wrap things up here and take a look at next week after this.
Baseball, fireworks, food, family. It's all in Tulsa at One Oak Field. Score your Drillers season membership today with plans and prices fit for every fan. It's all in Drillville for 2025.
The Oklahoma Sports Hall of Fame, home of the Paycom Jim Thorpe Award, is a treasure trove of memorabilia honoring Oklahoma sports legends. For museum hours or to schedule a tour, go to oklahomasportshalloffame.org.
The Wee Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town, is the only place you can skate like the pros. With 2 rinks, there's always time to strap on the blades and hit the ice. The Wee Street Ice Center at 43rd and Yale is your family fun destination. Try out the game simulator rooms or hit the arcade. When you get hungry, grab a bite at Puck's Sports Bar and Grill with delicious food, great drink specials, and more. It's Midtown Tulsa's coolest entertainment center. Wee Street Ice Center, the coolest place in town. Come get your skate on.
Our story, it lives in Tulsa, where the spirit of the past lives alongside us and urges us on toward a vibrant future. Because our story is still being written. It's the story of Tulsa, told by the journalists who live it and love it. Whether it's covering our rich history, bringing you the hidden gems of the food scene, or following the action in local sports. And here, in the Tulsa world, is where it comes to life.
Indoor football is back, Tulsa, and season tickets are going quick. Don't miss Saturday night entertainment starting as low as $9 a month. The Tulsa Oilers indoor football team kicks off again in March, Saturday nights, 7 p.m. BOK Center. Season tickets are on sale now. Go to TulsaOilersFootball.com. That's TulsaOilersFootball.com. Get your season tickets now. Don't miss your chance to experience the fast-paced, helmet-hitting, pad-popping excitement of professional indoor football. TulsaOilersFootball.com.
Next week on Oklahoma Sports Scene, more football, of course, getting closer and closer. Less than 40 days to the start of the season. We're going to start with the SEC Media Days. 16 teams, 4 days of media competition there. Competition it is, down in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll have sound bites from the press conference, with, of course, the Brent Venables from OU, all the big coaches down there as well. And we'll have Barry Traber joining us to talk college football 2024, 25, talks about the portal and the NIL. And high school football, start at the top. Bixby Spartans and Lauren Montgomery. They'll visit with us on their outstanding program there at Bixby High School. All that coming up next week. Oklahoma Sports in, plus some surprise gifts as well. Until then, if you always remind you, be a good sport.